Oh, welcome back to the channel. Good morning.
Life, but it's important to reflect on them so that you break
Really
those
good coffee.
patterns that no longer
It's
serve you.
5:55 here in Alabama. It's 57 degrees in the rain. And I'm up. Oh, sorry about that. I'm up with my videos and news and YouTube and coffee. Really good coffee. About to run. I don't want to run in this, but I've been doing it 14 years, and I can't see not running. It makes everything better. I do my best thinking. Hang on, I'll clean my glasses. Shit. Do my best thinking while I'm running. I pray, I laugh. I enjoy nature. Motivate myself. I think about the good I'm doing for myself. It's something I taught every kid I had a hand in raising. Your life, I got it from Les Brown. Your life is like your movie. It's your production. You're the star of the show. You're writing a script. If it's a box office smash or a flop, it's on you. One of the things I hope my kids can learn from me in my life is if your movie is sucking, you can completely change the story. You can change the stars, but you got to be brave enough. Remember that part in the first live action Transformers movie where Sam and I can't think of her name. Sam and his girl were outside Bumblebee, and Bumblebee had his door open, and Sam goes, "When you're old, don't you want to be able to look back and say you had the guts to get in the car?" Kind of like that. You have to have the guts to change and know it's not easy. Know what you want and then go get it. After I became a widow, some of the things I thought about were different. I don't just think about life. I thought about when I'm dead and gone and laying in my grave or ashes in the ocean, wherever I'm at, what could I rest in peace with? That's how I live my life now. Like, one thing about me, I don't let people just talk to me stupid. I don't. That's something where after I'm dead and gone, I'm looking back over my life and I allowed somebody to sit up and talk to me stupid, especially when I didn't deserve it. I couldn't rest with that. I would want to go back and fix it. So to prevent that, I don't do that now. I respect myself and I respect others. Not trying is something after I was dead and gone that would bother me. If there was something I wanted to do or something I thought I could do and I never did it, I wouldn't be able to rest with that. So people and connections. I thought about if something happened to me and I left here angry with people, people angry with me over stuff that we could have settled, I wouldn't be able to rest with that either. So I try to be a peacemaker. Sit, Cotto. Sit. I'm making some content, boy. That's big boy Cotto. Sit. Heard his name. Just a little bit of rain, boy. He don't like the rain or the thunder. But the Bible says, "Blessed are the peacemakers." A lot of time, peacemakers these days are looked on as weak or soft. No, no, me, I humbly beat your ass. Humbly. I'm trying to make peace first, but that's just me. I try. The younger me, I used to argue a lot. I'd argue with a wall, I'd argue with a tree, but I had a friend tell me a very long time ago, he said, "Robbie, stop arguing with people. Let them people be right." Like, what do you mean let them people be right? You know they wrong, but in their mind, let them be right. And I thought about it, and I never forgot that. That was over 25 years ago. He told me that. I told my kids I went to war with the world 3 times. I got my ass kicked 3 times. World 3, Robbie 0. And one day I stopped going to war with the world. I learned to live in it. Just live in it. Try and get by, move forward, do the best I can for me and mine, and just get through this thing called life. And when I stopped going to war with the world and learned to live in it, things got better. I was less stressed, I was happier. I mean, there's still times when, the unforeseen would come around, stuff like that, but the older I got, the less I argued. It's like, I heard this old Arab man giving some advice to this guy at a gas station. Yeah, I was trying to tell him he arguing with his old lady, and the old Arab man was like, "Is anybody fucking up the money? No. Is anybody giving away the good stuff? No. What's to argue about?" And that was a long time ago too. I heard that, and I never forgot it. And I was like, the older we got, what's the point? What was it to argue about? You want chicken for dinner? Okay. You want steak? Okay. You want to watch this? Okay, I'll watch what I want next. And we had peace. Everybody has a plan for their life. I'm just giving y'all stuff I've learned in 48 years. But one thing I've found out about life, sooner or later, everybody's going to get thrown a curveball that's unhittable. It don't matter what you're going to do. You ain't about to hit that ball and shit's about to go left on you. Everybody's going to get put in a no-win situation where they're going to have to take a loss. Even Donald Trump has had no-win situations. Now, don't come for me. This is not a political page. Whether you like him, whether you hate him, I don't care. I was just saying it is what it is. Everybody gets put in a no-win situation in their life, and they're going to have to take a loss. And I've taken mine. I've had my share. That's why I'm grateful for my life today. "48. I'm telling you, you look back and you wonder where the hell did 20 years go so quick. It's like an eye blink. Sometimes I see young fathers in the store, and they'll have their kids with them, little babies. I be looking, man. I remember at one time I had a woman and 4 kids and 2 dogs. I had a whole family. And anyway, whenever I see a young father in the store, I tell him, man, enjoy it. It goes by so fast, like an eye blink. It only takes 15 years to grow a workable human. I was a restaurant manager for a long time. 15 years, their ass can cash a check. A lot of years, a lot of working. I was engine room mechanic in the Navy, a machinist mate. I had the time of my life. The engine room on my ship was like a big ass, gigantic set of monkey bars. You can climb, it was like 3 levels, and you can climb from one level to the next level through the piping. And the name of the game back then was Hide. Because you're on the ship all the time. You can't go no damn where. You're supposed to be in the engine room 8 hours a day plus your watches. And they'd have to find busy work for you to do. Like the first thing they give you when you get to an engine room in the Navy is a bucket of paint and a paintbrush. See, everything rusts. You're out to sea. It's all metal piping. So it constantly has to be chipped, painted, and chip primed and painted. Constantly. It's miles and miles and miles of piping. It's basically a power plant, a water plant, and a propulsion plant all in one. And if you didn't want to get stuck off in a build somewhere painting or sitting there with the chipper, you hit and you got good at it. I was smaller back then, and they had these little manholes under the main engine. It was a series of manholes, and I would climb all the way up under there, like 3, 4 back, and then I could lay down, and they would have to actually come in there to find me, and nobody's going down there on purpose but my dumb ass. Those were the days. I was able to talk. I like to talk if you ain't figured that out yet. So my battle station was in DC Central, Damage Control Central. The mosquitoes are starting to come back. I was on the phone with the engine room. I'd help the damage control communicate with the engine room, like in times of battle or emergency. That was my spot. And a lot of times they'd have drills right after lunch. And I'd be up there with the itis. I'd be so sleepy trying to stay awake. Because that's the last place you want to fall asleep. But I was still better off than all my homies. Everybody in the engine room had to dress out in these fireman suits and carry this big ass hose, one step at a time, 3 flights down the engine room to the lower level, all the way to the boiler. And it was hot. We was in the Persian Gulf like 3 months. It was 1:30 in the engine room, and they put the thermometers right under the fans where it dropped at 10 degrees, so it was only 120 under if you were directly under the fan, the vents. And that way they could make us stay down there longer. I remember one dude dehydrated himself on purpose, so he got to spend 3 days in medical. Sick bay commando. God, those were the days. I was young once. Sailed upon the sea. I was aboard the USS Tarawa, LHA-1. I was stationed at 32nd Street Naval Base in San Diego. I partied my ass off in Tijuana. I have spent many nights howling at the moon. God, where did all that time go? And my kids think they're so cool now. We just didn't have cell phone cameras, thank God. Shit, the rain's picking up. I'm gonna have to look at the radar. I haven't run in 2 days. It's driving me crazy. This run is gonna happen. I'm going to figure out how to make this run happen. It may be spontaneous, but I'm gonna run today. Waiting for the new Captain America. I don't know if y'all know it, but there's like 90 million apps. I don't know if they're legal or not. I know I paid for the app, and if the app has a new movie on it, I'm just watching it. I'm just, you know what I'm saying. So hopefully that'll hit Friday on my phone. Interested in that. Huge Marvel fan. Now here's the kicker. Let's see, I'm 48 now, so about 35 years ago, I was really into the Avengers, the X-Men, Fantastic Four, Wolverine, Deadpool. I read the Infinity Gauntlet 30 years ago. The book was better, but the movie was nice. So I always tell my children that I was cool before my time. Me and everybody like me. God. Anyway, thank y'all for joining me for coffee. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. Everybody appreciates subscribers, but I really do. I mean, I really, really appreciate you guys. All 13 of y'all. Y'all are the MVPs. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to try and keep my channel kind of interesting. You have a great day.